we as individuals and in our lives, especially within our families, we need to be people who talk about Allah. And we need to talk about the Ahlul-Bayt, especially the imam of our time. What I mean by this is that we need to create an environment where Allah is present. Right? They say that the daughter of Allama Tabatabai says in one interview that our father, Allama Tabatabai, used to talk about Allah so much and remind us that He was present and watching over us, that we used to think it would be impossible to do an action without feeling the presence of Allah. Right? That's the way it should be. The environment should be one where we're talking about Allah. You see, brothers and sisters, the way that our children are taught, the way that we ourselves were taught in the educational system, is a way that God has been stripped away from the equation. Right? When you learn about the way that the universe operates, for example, you learn about the water cycle. All of you have, or at one time will study about the water cycle, and you learn about how that the earth, how water moves about in the earth, from rains, from clouds, from water supplies in the earth, right? And people drink it and whatever, it just goes in a cycle. The whole time you learn about that, or you learn about any of the other facts or theories about science, whether it be the way the human body works, or whether it be evolution, right? The whole time you read about it and learn about it, God is stripped away. But if you look at the language of the Quran talks about some of these same scientific phenomena, but it does so with a different language. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Furqan 25 verse number 48, وَأَنزَلْنَا مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مَاءً. We are the ones who send down water from the sky. Who's taking credit for it? Right? Who is this action being attributed to? Is it that the clouds, rain is falling from the clouds? Or is it that Allah is causing rain to fall from the clouds? So if it's raining outside, right, as a believer, I should thank Allah for sending us this rain. This simple statement will find a place in the hearts of our children, and it won't leave. Surah 35 verse 9, فَأَحْيَيْنَا بِهِ الْأَرْضَ بَعْدَ مَوْتِهَا. With this water, we cause the dry earth to come to life again. Springtime comes along, I see greenery, I should mention it, I should attribute it to Allah. I said that we should not only talk about Allah, but also about the Ahlul-Beyt alayhimussalam, especially the imam of our time. We should be people who frequently are remembering the imam of our time. In a hadith we're told that, this is from the Ahlul-Beyt, Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, he says that you should go and visit one another, and that you should mention our affair. You should mention us, mention the Ahlul-Beyt alayhi salam, mention the imam of our time, even when we get together for a social gathering. Right? In another tradition we're told that that we should make sure that we should, even if we gather together and we don't say salawat in that gathering will be a source of regret for us in the hereafter. Please say salawat on Muhammad.